EA Sports Talk Radio.
It's there! Oh, what a priceless goal!
Live from Rio de Janeiro with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
So we're into the knockout stages now, the last 16.
It's good, isn't it, this bit? This is what we came for.
It's just getting better and better,
the
tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll know, on the night, it's got to be decided one way or the other. If necessary, the penalty should have. This is what they've worked for.
Yeah.
It's all going, so far, pretty well for them.
Let me ask, from what you've seen in the group stages, the 3 matches, enough in the tank to push this team?
Hard to say, really, because they had some rough patches in the group games, but at their best, this team can definitely make a bigger impression yet, I'd say.
All the drama.
Penalty, is it? Yes, he's given it!
All the excitement.
Oh, what a time to score!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
There have been so many great games throughout the history of the World Cup. If you had to pick out one, your favourite game in the World Cup, what would it be?
I'd go 1982.
I knew you were going to say this.
1982, the Brazil game in Italy, and Paulo Rossi's hat-trick. And it was kind of sad because that was a wonderful Brazil team with Zico and Socrates and Falcao, and they went out of the tournament. But Italy were great that day. It was an absolute classic. It's everything you'd want, with all the glitter thrown into the World Cup. It was just a shame we lost Brazil from the tournament.
Best side never to win the World Cup?
Yeah, I'd say so. Along with maybe the Dutch team of 74.
Of course, with Cruyff, yeah.
What about you?
My favourite game, I think, would have to be the one I remember, for the reason being the first game I ever remember in the World Cup, and that was the final in '82. And I remember Italy, of course, winning it, with Tardelli scoring that goal and then sort of crying and shaking his hand.
Yeah,
that really stands out. It's really an iconic moment for me. And that's because I was very young then, a lot younger than you. And that's the first game that really I remember from the World Cup, and I think that's why it's my favourite.
That was fantastic. I mean, I'll also remember for personal, professional reasons, commentating on the USA 4 years ago when they were going out of the World Cup. They were all over Algeria. They needed to win the game. It was the 93rd minute. It was virtually the last kick, and Landon Donovan scored. It just went absolutely haywire, and I went a bit over the top, frankly. I went off the Richter scale on the commentary, but I was allowed to. I think it was a big moment in the development of football in the United States, because I think the penny dropped to them that the game doesn't have to be a 4-all draw or something for it to be exciting, that you can have a quieter game, but then there is this massively exciting moment and release of tension. So that sticks out too, but that's a personal one.
So you've had 2 then, I've only had 1. Can I choose
You can
one
have
more?
another one, yeah.
I'll say the Beckham goal, the Beckham penalty against Argentina. Not necessarily a great game, of course.
Or a great penalty, particularly.
No, straight down the middle, and it included the Owen dive. My goodness, that was a dive. But just because, Beckham got closure. And that's what it was all about, that game, wasn't it, of course? And
any win over for England over Argentina's a big win.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to mention that, but to have the guts to take the ball, to put it down on the spot, and in front of billions watching, knowing what Beckham had gone through personally and professionally, to have the guts to put the ball down and smash it home, I just thought it was an incredible moment.
Tilsley. Andy Townsend is with me for a match in the round of the last 16. Serious stuff.
Yep, certainly is. Time to do business. 2 good sides out here.
The sun is out here. It's a lovely day for it.
Yeah, fabulous weather. Let's hope we get a similar game.
First, the playing of the national anthems of France and Morocco. World Cup finals have covered the length and breadth of Brazil, a huge country hosting a huge festival of football, but now only the strong remain. Now it's knockout, 16 teams, all with a fighting chance.
Yeah, it gets really serious now. You've got out the group phase, now this team needs to perform to keep going towards the final.
You look at French football, you look at French league football, none of these international players are in the French league.
It's very true, you know, they're all on their travels here, there and everywhere. That can make it difficult for an international boss, not being able to watch them week in, week out on your own backyard, wondering whether they're all going to come back fit, etc. Can be very difficult, but it's been happening for years now. The French have gone to play in England, they've gone to play in Germany and Italy and Spain, where the football is bigger and better, quite frankly.
Good players, though.
The referee is Gregor Milland.
And wide. Looking to create something here. France have got men forward. They pick someone out. And the cross gets no further than the keeper, easily claimed.
Barada. Obadi. That's blocked. They need a good ball in here. Strong header. It's there. Oh, he's so good in the air. Fantastic header. Goal scorers do. Sense a mistake, sniff out a chance, poach a goal.
Excellent goal. Corners are important, Clive. It's a great way of getting goals.
Worth another look, Andy, another angle.
The game gets his first goal, and it's 1-0 here.
Brought Ribéry. Now Johan Cabaye. Zebra. Real chance, unable to hold it. France have forced a corner, still very much in this game.
Full marks to the keeper, made sure the ball's stuck. The referee blows for the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0.
Surprise, surprise! The favourites certainly taken by surprise in that first half. Not what we were expecting at all, Andy.
No, the underdogs really come out, didn't they, from the first minute, and they've played very well.
Well, it's up to the manager to make the big decisions. He still wants something out of this match. He thinks this substitution can get it for him.
Everyone's ready, I think, the second half of this game to decide who goes through to the quarter-finals.
Who's on the end of this?
Poor cross, really. Easy for the defender.
Opened up for him here. Oh, he's missed! Could have doubled the lead there, too.
Brought Ribéry.
Can they get to it?
Cross is good. Oh!
Managed to get his body in the way.
Look at this now. Shots on!
No shooting space there.
They need a goal. They've got a corner.
We have a substitution here. The manager trying something new now in the hope of saving the game.
To withstand the challenge.
Might have a chance. It's in! It's his second goal of the game. You'd think they know what to expect from him by now.
It's in the net, that's all that matters, but very nearly hit the underside of the bar on the way in.
Another look here, Andy, different angle.
was always likely to produce goals. It's 2-0. They're getting forward in numbers. Oh, look at this!
Went too early. Flag's gone up. Pity.
Yeah, he's just got to be excited there, and he's made that run far too early.
Obadi. The French talk a lot about their spirit and determination. It's turned games around before, but not this one. And what we're witnessing here, we could be talking about for months to come. The rank outsiders, seconds away from springing a huge surprise.
There are shocks, Clive, and there are mega shocks, and we are in for the latter here. If they can hang on, this will be one of the biggest surprises ever.
All changed. That's given everyone something to think about. Good defending.
Sacco. Debussy. Good win. They are making themselves at home in Brazil. Quarter-finalists now, in form, in tune, and in the last 8 with a genuine chance.
Dangerous-looking team, Clive. I've been really impressed with what I've seen today.
It's our pleasure to bring these World Cup games to you. Thank you for tuning in. More from Brazil soon.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Welcome back, and wow, how exciting is this World Cup getting now? We're left with 8 teams.
It is exciting now, isn't it?
Oh my! Well, just getting to the ground, you know. Everyone's just honoured.
And your suntan's coming on a treat. We've been here so long now.
Of course, we've been working very hard. We're going to be working hard, of course, over the duration of the next game, because
sometimes we've been working hard sitting on Copacabana Beach, talking about the football, but
looking forward to the latter stages of this year's competition.
Really am, actually, because I think we've got a good quarter-final lineup.
Well, it's still impossible. Of course, every side's, 3 games away from being world champions, but I've no idea who that's going to be.
No, and that's the great thing about it. There is that air of a tale of the unexpected developing here, and these quarter-finals, I think, are pretty tough to call.
OK, so Morocco's next opponent is, of course, Germany. Ian, your views on them?
Well, I think this team have really eased their way through to the quarterfinals. I think deep in their hearts, they knew they were going to get to this stage. But now they're up against teams as good as they are. So I don't know. Sometimes I have my doubts about this team. And we've seen before once or twice how they've buckled when the pressure is on. So does the quality come out? Or do they just fold and collapse and draw up the white flag? I don't know. What I do know is this is a strong team who are well capable of going further in the tournament. Whether they do, let's wait and see.
Right, Ian, knowing what you know, you're going to have to give me a prediction now. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Can't go against Germany.
Ah, very interesting from Ian Dark there. I wonder how his predictions will pan out.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
And he's done it! Oh, what a big goal that is!
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Just looking at the list of some of the potential big games we can have in a World Cup, and USA against Mexico. The rivalries between those two sides.
They share a border, of course, and the background is that Mexico were always the big team in North and Central America, the CONCACAF group, but the USA have grown and kind of, well, for the moment anyway, just gone past them, and the USA beat Mexico at the 2002 World Cup. I think Landon Donovan got one of the goals there, and so that's a rivalry that simmers, and that's always a huge game. You know, particularly they meet every World Cup qualification cycle a couple of times because they're nearly always in the final group. There's always a big kind of grudge game at the Azteca, and then that's usually won by Mexico, and then the USA always win their home game, which they put somewhere in America that the Mexican fans can't get to. And that somewhere is usually Columbus, Ohio.
Well, that's it for me, Andy Goldstein, for just a moment. Apparently, Ian Darke is lost somewhere in Brazil, and of course, it's my job to go and find him. More in a bit on EA Sports Radio.
All the drama.
Oh, and he's hit the post! So close!
All the excitement.
Oh, look at this, it's a red card, wow!
All the news.
And all of a sudden, the final moves a little closer, they're in front!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Darke.
Ian, when you talk about the major rivalries in football, do you put Spain and Germany into that category?
I think it's a modern-day rivalry. It's become one, and almost for the Germans, Spain have become the jinx team. They lost to them in the final of Euro 2008, and they lost them again in the semi-final of the World Cup last time. The side they can't quite work out, and Germany, of course, they're after another piece of silverware for all their achievements, for all the talent in the team. They can't quite get a piece of silverware to show for it in this modern era, and the team that are stopping them is Spain. So I think that has become a bit of a grudge match now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yep, loads more still to come right here on EA Sports Radio with me, Andy Goldstein, and of course alongside me, Ian Darke, and it's all coming your way in just a moment.
Andy Townsend is here too. This is a World Cup quarter-final. These are the games you dream about playing in.
And dream about winning, Clive, more importantly.
Genuine buzz of excitement all around Estadio do Maracanã. Kick-off time almost upon us.
Oh, the weather's perfect. It's absolutely glorious.
All ready to go here, and not until we've heard the national anthems of Morocco and Germany. Joining us when you reach the World Cup quarter-finals. You know you've got a chance of going all the way. Anything can happen from here, extra time, penalties, anything really. It's a mouth-watering prospect.
Certainly is. You feel the tournament really comes alive at the quarter-finals, Clive. This is what everybody has come here to see.
Maracanã, one of the most evocative words in Brazilian football, in world football, the shrine of a stadium here in Rio that once held 200,000 and has now been transformed into a 21st century 77,000 capacity super stadium.
Yeah, just an iconic looking stadium, isn't it? That amazing roof, and what an atmosphere in here today.
Referee checks his watch, and the whistle goes for a kick-off in this World Cup quarter-final. Belhanda. Now they've managed to win a corner. Banatia. Karja. Now, can he pick out the right pass? Has he found someone? It's a corner. We all know what they can do from corners. Don't want to lose it there, do you? Oh, good handling. Easy to let those slip out, you know. Royce. Marcel Janssen. Germany coming forward. There may be something on here. There's a man free. Goalkeeper's clapping his hands and encouraging the men in front of him. They gave him as much protection as they humanly could there. It was intense pressure, kept out by the keeper. Ozil. intended for Royce. He won't strike this man off the ball easily. What can he do here? Hit the upright.
The first 45 minutes ends with the score 0-0.
Which manager's going to be the bravest at half-time, Clive? Which one's going to make the decision to ensure his team march on to the semis?
All set then for the second half of this World Cup quarter-final. Good interception, alive to the danger.
He's given the foul. Not sure if he'll book him for that or not.
Closer.
Germany have the ball. One or two possibilities here. Closer.
Müller.
Defender barely offered a challenge there. Chance here. Oh, it was a great chance and he's wasted it.
Well, you can see why Miroslav Klose has won the Golden Boot in World Cup 2006, Clive, because he was close there.
There's some tired legs out there now. A bit of extra energy may just do the trick, win the game. That's the reason for the change.
Obadi.
Good use of the ball. Opened up for him here. Oh, good keeping. Importantly held it.
This is Marco Royce. Ball aimed towards Mario Götze.
The whistle blows and it's undecided. It's going to take another 30 minutes. And you can tell just how happy the manager is from the number of changes that he's making. Can't say that I'm surprised. These two look very closely matched. Still, nothing between them.
Schweinsteiger. Müller.
Keeper saw it all the way, no problem. Routine save. Germany on the attack. What can they come up with here? Half-time whistle in extra time. 15 more minutes to settle this one. Here we go again, another 15 minutes in which to reach a decision.
Royce. Not easily shaken off the ball, is he?
A little bit of pressure building, Germany asking questions.
Free kick. Now, this will be interesting. Now Mario Götze.
Full march to the keeper, make sure the ball's stuck. It's all over, and we are no closer to knowing. It's penalties, there's no alternative.
first penalty taker into the spotlight, feeling the heat. Yes, calmly taken. Keeper had no chance. Oh, cheeky penalty. Not the way I'd take one, but it came off for him. It's there. Calmly done. Never looked like missing. This one will be taken by Bastian Schweinsteiger. It's in. Good penalty. Wasn't a problem for him, was it? Look at the expression on his face. He looks frightened to death. Super save. Looks like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, doesn't he? Tense moment. Scored. Dispatched the spot kick confidently. Well, this is it. No more room for error. He's got to score to keep their hopes alive. Wow. It's in. What a chance, what a responsibility. If this penalty goes in, it's all over. He's got it. That settles it. They've won it in the shootout. Look who's in the semi-finals of the World Cup. What a victory, what an achievement. They're right in there with a chance now, Andy.
Their momentum keeps building, Clive. Look at the fans. They know they're watching a team capable of winning this World Cup.
It's been exciting. Penalty shootouts always are. Hope you enjoyed it. We have. See you next time.
The goals.
Scored!
All the action.
Oh, what a difference that's made!
EA Sports Talk Radio. Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Welcome back to this, well, it turned into a fascinating World Cup. Just 4 teams remain now. And of course, every single one of those 4 will be thinking it could be me lifting up the World Cup.
Yeah, maybe 2 of them have got a better chance than the other 2. We're going to find out. You could get a surprise here now, I think, in the semi-finals, because a couple of the teams who've made this stage might not have expected to have got to this point, and now they will have that extra belief that this is their year. Now they can cause the big sensation, make the big headline and win it.
Okay, so Morocco's next opponents are Brazil. Ian, what are your thoughts on them?
Really enjoyed watching this team so far. They've played some lovely football, delightful football to really get us on the edge of our seats at times. And the other thing is they've defended well too. They've done the nuts and bolts well. So they're up to expectations. It's been a pretty smooth passage to this point, but now we're into the semi-finals, the last 4. This is going to be one heck of a game for them, but, you know, you have to fancy them the way they've been playing.
Right, Ian, I'm going to put you on the spot now. Who do you fancy? Who could possibly win this game? Who do you fancy?
I'll take Brazil.
OK, well, that's what Ian, of course, thinks. And who will disagree with him? I wonder if he'll be right or wrong.
EA Sports Talk Radio.
They've got the early advantage.
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Now, looking back over every single World Cup, and you were lucky enough to have been at every one. I think you were about 28.
I've been at a few, but not as many as you're trying to make out.
I'm not just...
I wasn't at that 34 tournament, I've told you.
Of course you were on holiday. I forgot. Listen, when you look back at the World Cups, which one for you stands out? Which do you think is your favourite World Cup? Not the best, your favourite.
Well, you tend to see it in 2 ways, as a personal experience of the visit and the time you had there, or just the quality of the games. I tend to go for the first one. I loved Italia 90, and I know you love that. But I'm going to go for I wasn't even at this World Cup, but 1978 Argentina just looked such a happening. I watched it, every second of it on TV, the ticker tape, the late night games, Mario Kempes, Ardiles, the host nation winning it. There were some great games as well. Holland were excellent at that World Cup. That looked just fantastic, I thought. From a personal experience, I liked the last one in South Africa just because of where we were. It was an eye-opener and amazing to be around. What about you?
You're right about the 78 World Cup. That looked like how every World Cup should look. With
yeah,
the
and feel.
I totally agree with you. It was incredible. My favourite one would be, I suppose, where we did the second best. Obviously, 66 we won it, but 90 I think was my favourite because, you know, Sir Bobby Robson in charge. You've got Gaza, you've got Lineker doing that "have a word," you know, that famous line. You've got the wonderful last gasp goals by the England players, Wright scoring and Platt scoring as well.
That Platt goal was amazing, wasn't it? The ball coming over his shoulder and the volley against Belgium.
Yeah. And, of course, you've got Peter Shilton in goal wearing the wrong boots for the penalty shootout, where he should have had, of course, football boots on, and he had divers boots on. He didn't. Oh, that annoys me when I see that.
You couldn't get anywhere near any of them, that's for certain. Yeah. And the Pavarotti theme tune that we
could do, a lot of people don't know this, but you could do that brilliantly. So go on, off you go. The Pavarotti bit.
I don't think I can, actually.
No, go on, don't be shy.
I just can't hit those notes.
Go on, off you go.
No. That's not right, is it? Can you do it?
Right, loads more still to come, including all the stuff that we haven't managed to talk about just yet. So don't go away.
EA Sports Talk Radio.
It's there! Oh, what a priceless goal!
Live from Rio de Janeiro with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Tilsley with Andy Townsend. Welcome to this World Cup semi-final. The very thought of it makes me nervous.
The very thought of losing, Clive, makes you feel sick. I don't want to see the losers' faces here.
It's a beautiful day here, bright and sunny.
Yeah, beautiful day for the beautiful game.
And now the pre-match national anthems of Brazil and Morocco. Welcome to this semi-final. Every one of the 4 World Cup semi-finalists have their backers. It's anybody's prize to win from here, but the smart pundits believe that the winner of the tournament will be the winner of this semi-final.
I wouldn't disagree with that, Clive. It'll be tight, very tense. Hey, it's got all the makings of a real cracker here.
We are in Belo Horizonte, Brazil's 6th largest city, a city of 2.5 million people. The Mineirão is one of the country's iconic football venues, host to a crowd of over 130,000 just 17 years ago. Now a 62,000 venue and still the 2nd largest at this World Cup. This is quite something, Andy.
It certainly is, Clive, and they light up the exterior, don't they, of a night, and it's such a picture to see that.
The referee is Gregor Milland. Kick-off time is upon us. And away we go in this World Cup semi-final. Oscar has a chance here. Truly taken, guided into the bottom corner. And is that the goal that wins this World Cup semi-final for Brazil?
Massive moment in this game, Clive, and they're just so close now to the final.
This might give us a better look at that, Andy.
once more. Scores 1-0. Might have a chance. Ah! Blocked it. Belhanda. What can he do here? He scored! It's all square now! It's a goal that's put them right back in this semi-final. It could go either way now.
Can't write this team off. They will not let this game get away from them.
As we were, that makes it 1-1.
On paper, this is a match you would expect Brazil to win, Andy.
Well, you would think so, Clive. Look, it's still relatively early days in this particular game, but I would still think they have enough to win, yeah.
Possibilities here. Got the big defenders forward. Saw the danger, snuffed it out, intercepted well.
Ulaj.
Obadi. Belhanda, opening here. Extraordinary! And is that the goal that shapes this semi-final? They have the lead.
It's the one you could look back on as the goal that took us to the final.
We can take another look at that wonderful goal. You have to feel there'll be goals today. It's now 2-1. Hulk. Good position here. Oh, great work by the keeper. From a very well-struck shot. Brazil have a corner, chance to get back into it. Neymar. He's got it over. Hulk! Didn't even stretch him.
Ulaj.
Obadi. Everyone in this team is looking to find space, looking for the ball. Obadi. Oh, look at this for a chance! Oh! Oh, yes! Just picked his spot, bottom corner. I can't say they weren't warned. It was only a matter of time, surely.
Yeah, it looked that way, didn't it? Chance after chance come raining down, but they just haven't taken enough of them, really.
Let's take another look at that, Andy.
Oh, he's picked his spot beautifully.
I'm enjoying this. Good match. It's 3-1. Rather anxious clearance. Referee blows for the end of the first half and makes it 3-1.
No time to count your chickens, Clive, but another 45 minutes like that, and I'm sure we're looking at some finalists here.
We have
have a substitution here. The manager trying something new now in the hope of saving the game. Referee has his whistle in his mouth. They started the second period of the World Cup semi-final. Possession being contested here. Here's Hulk. What can he do here? And they're starting to look a very dispirited and rather desperate team with that kind of shooting.
Well, look, he needs to concentrate there, Clive, because the accuracy wasn't good enough. He's better than that.
Well, he's not the sort of manager to walk around with his hands behind his back if he thinks a change is needed. He's still trying to get something here, hence the change. Intercepted well, taking the pressure off his defence. Got a chance. Sharp in the tackle, and look at this now. Is it a good cross? Good cross there, cleared away by the defender. Could be dangerous. Opened up for him here. That wasn't even close. Time's running out for them here.
Well, it's all down to the accuracy. You're not going to beat the goalkeeper if you're going to strike the ball like that. That's not good enough.
Last few moments here, and the underdog's still in front. Nobody gave this team a prayer, Andy, and here they are, still holding on.
Yeah, but don't you just love it, Clive, when the underdogs are nearly there? What a game we've got here.
Now, how much added time is there going to be? The board is up. It's 2 minutes. Good place to win the ball back. Now, what can they do with it? Ball aimed towards Neymar. Would you believe it? They have reached the World Cup final. Marvellous scenes of celebration, and no wonder they have given themselves the chance of a lifetime, the chance to win the World Cup.
Hey, those players will want to celebrate tonight, but there's no time, Clive. They've got to prepare for a World Cup final.
So much to discuss and debate from this semi-final. We'll be talking about it late into the night, but for now, we have to say goodbye.
EA Sports Talk Radio.
Well, that could well be the winner, Clive. That's a great strike.
Your home for all the Brazil 2014 World Cup news.
Welcome back to the final of the World Cup, and we are left with, well, without doubt, the two best teams in this year's competition.
And it's hugely exciting as well to look forward to this. You honestly don't know. You couldn't call this, which way this might go. Both teams have got an awful lot going for them. I think it will be on the day. I just want one of these teams to really look like world champions, to give a performance that gets us out of our seats.
So come on then, Ian. Who'd you fancy to be the winner of this year's World Cup?
Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush about it, but let's say, first of all, that both of these sides have played tremendously well and done exceptionally well to get to this point. It's now about which of them can seize the moment, who's got the best tactical setup, who can deal with the other team's star players the best.
Seems to me like you don't want to name anyone. Come on, Ian, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who will win the World Cup?
Very definitely Italy.
Well, there you go. You heard it first right here. The winners of this year's World Cup has officially been announced. Remember that you heard it here first.
All the drama.
Yes, he's given it.
All the excitement.
Oh, what a time to score!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Of course, the host nation going to this World Cup, Brazil, favourites for it, or one of the favourites, understandably, with one of the poster boys, Neymar, who's just got moved to Barcelona, who potentially, I say that because he's still not there yet for my money, potentially could be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, definitely. I think he showed at the Confederations Cup last summer when there was a lot of attention on him there. Okay, that's not the World Cup. That's obviously a couple of levels up from the Confed Cup, but he delivered there. He produced some absolutely dazzling pieces of skill. I recommend you to look at a goal he didn't actually score it, but he made against Mexico, where he just went through past a couple of defenders and took them out of the game with something I don't think many players would have even thought of, and set up a goal for one of his colleagues. Good player, can hit a lovely free kick as well, and seems to be able to cope with all the pressure on him. He is kind of like a rock star in Brazil. All the boys want to cut their hair like him. So the World Cup, this World Cup is his time.
And Brazil fans, of course, will be pleased that he's got that move to Barcelona, because he's playing with much better players now, and I'm guessing it can only improve his own game.
You would think so, wouldn't you? And everyone was saying, could he play in the same team as Messi? Were they too similar? But Neymar's settled into that life, and I'm totally with you there, Andy. I think he definitely will be a better player for playing at Barcelona.
Right, loads more still to come, including all the stuff that we haven't managed to talk about just yet. So don't go away.
All the drama.
Oh, and he's hit the post! So close!
All the excitement.
Oh, look at this, it's a red card, wow!
All the news.
And all of a sudden, the final moves a little closer, they're in front!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Welcome back to what is effectively, Ian, the biggest game in the history of the world ever.
In the universe, even. The biggest game ever.
I am so
the World Cup final. Let's hope it's a classic game, because one or two of them do tend to get overtaken by the tension of the occasion. I mean, that's true of finals, not just in the World Cup, Champions League sometimes as well. The players are thinking, let's just win this now anyhow we can, and it can sometimes get a little bit too pragmatic.
There'll be nerves as well in there, not long to go before kick-off.
Oh, you can't believe the nerves, I would think. Imagine playing in the World Cup final if you're a player. When you're a little kid, you dream of just being a professional footballer, and to play in the World Cup final, and even to star in it, somebody is going to put their name up in lights here.
EA Sports Talk Radio.
It's there! Oh, what a priceless goal!
Live from Rio de Janeiro with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Final. Every international football team in the world wanted to be here, particularly here in this extraordinary atmosphere in Rio. Every international football team in the world has taken part in this World Cup, but only two could reach the summit meeting here in the Maracanã. 22 privileged players, two nervous coaches. This is the very pinnacle of the world game for all of them. We pause now for the anthems. Players just want all this pomp and ceremony to be over, and so do the fans all around the world. It's time to find out who the best team in the world are. Who will lift the World Cup in the Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro tonight? Nothing beats this for the world's most talented players. These are the players who will decide the final. Very much the lineups we expected. A familiar formation now, but is it a winning formation? It is a cast list for an epic production, names that will be written into the folklore of the game. Let's not forget some of the greatest players who've ever played the game have never played in a World Cup final. Ready to go, the start of the 2014 World Cup final. Italy to go on and achieve all they aspire to, they've really got to be winning games like this.
The Italians would have liked to start just a little bit sharper. At the moment, it's a little bit flat.
Oh, yes. Good effort!
top draw. What can they come up with here? It's a corner. Right on his forehead, carried by the keeper. Pirlo. For a men to his left if he can see them. Obadi. Good options here. Must be. Oh! They've got it! They've made the breakthrough and they lead in the final.
They haven't won it yet. They've got to keep going, Clyde.
We have a different angle of that terrific goal.
They've made the breakthrough. It's 1-0. Trusting his goalkeeper with the ball. Karja, not easily shaken off the ball, is he? Has to be. Oh, and that's just over the crossbar.
Oh, he just lacked concentration at the last minute. He had more time, I think, than he realised.
It's Pirlo now. Italy have men forward. There's a chance here.
Crescito. Intended for Antonio Candreva.
Candreva! We've reached half-time in this one. It's 1-0.
45 minutes away from the skipper getting his hands on that trophy, Clive. That's what it's all about now. Concentration and take a chance when it comes your way.
Maybe some fresh legs will do it for him. A chance for the substitute to go on and make a name for himself. And who knows, maybe save the game.
Referee ready to blow. 45 minutes to settle this World Cup final. Such a wayward pass, he didn't look. Quick throw, keen to get on with it.
Candreva. Italy have the ball. One or two possibilities here. Possibilities here. Block the shot. Chance maybe.
Good interception, alive to the danger. To Giuseppe Rossi.
Lead find a man. Balotelli! No problem for the keeper.
Obadi. Ball aimed towards Candreva.
He'll have to come back. Linesman's flags up. Caught offside.
Hold your run, hold your run. You don't need to run that soon.
And not one, but two changes being made there by the manager.
Obadi.
It's now or never. This may be the last attack they get the chance to mount.
Candreva.
Chance maybe. Now, there's a whistle here, and it's offside. There's a flag raised. I think he was going to score there, wasn't he?
Obadi. Passing the ball so well.
That's it! They've done it! World champions! You can see what it means to them. Can there be a better feeling in international football than to win the World Cup in Brazil? Can there be a worse feeling than to reach the final and let it slip through your hands? Fans lucky enough to be here will never forget this moment, but for the players, this is the pinnacle. No better achievement in football Their country will be a very happy country tonight. And if you could choose somewhere to win a World Cup, the Maracanã in Rio would be that place. World champions in Brazil, the stuff of legends. Sepp Blatter will present the trophy to the winning captain. All of the team will get a priceless medal. And the trophy is what it's all about. The trophy that says you are the best football team on the planet. The World Cup will soon be in their hands. They came here with great expectations, many teams did, but only one team are the kings of world football. They won't remember much about this. This is the stuff of dreams, but their name will be engraved on that trophy. Nobody can ever take this away from them. These pictures will be beamed around the world to tell the world that they are now the team to beat in international football. And back in their homeland, those players are now national heroes. It's been a very special World Cup. They will defend in Russia in 4 years' time. Until then, thank you for being with us for our FIFA World Cup finals we will never forget.
All the passion.
What a priceless goal!
All the action.
Oh, pick that out!
All the heartache.
Oh, what a catastrophe!
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Welcome back to EA Sports Radio. Myself, Andy Goldstein, Ian Dark have been watching the final, as of course you have. A wonderful culmination, a wonderful end to what has been a brilliant World Cup, Ian.
I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's important, really, that this festival we have every 4 years advances the game and makes the game grow, I think, in popularity. And I think we've seen something today which has been exactly the right kind of showcase.
Were you surprised at how good the final was with regards to quality? Because quite often World Cup finals, they do have a tendency to be a bit dull because there's so much to lose. This game, so attacking, so exciting all the time. Does that surprise you?
Let's be honest about it. We've seen one or two pretty dull finals, and 4 years ago we saw an ugly final. Here at the Maracanã today, I think we've seen two coaches and two teams who really wanted to go for it from the word go. They weren't playing in a tactical straitjacket. I think a lot of the players were given license to express themselves, or enough of them anyway, for us to get a spectacle.
Thank you so much for staying with us over the last 4 weeks or so on EA Sports Radio. It's been a brilliant tournament, it really has. And finishing with just a fantastic World Cup final.
EA Sports Talk Radio.
Oh, what a priceless goal!
Live from Rio de Janeiro with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Wonderful scenes here live from Brazil. An absolutely wonderful 4 weeks, culminating in an absolutely brilliant final game of football. A brilliant football match. A spectacle for the whole world to see, and the right result as well, Ian.
Yep, the Maracanã does it again. It's staged some very, very big games right the way through history, and here today, well, it was our privilege and pleasure, wasn't it, really, to witness something like that?
Not just from the football point of view, but the host nations, how well they've done the World Cup. For my money, I know we've been lucky enough to be here, I get that, but I can't think of a better World Cup that jumps out the page.
Because there are always those stories, aren't there, in the months leading up to